Okay. Our next contestant was by way of the Bayou,
Yes.
Mr. Barry Jean Fontaine. I looked at him. I said, there's a term, and Barry, if you watch this, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a term, folks that are from Louisiana, especially people of color that are from Louisiana, and I think your folks are Seventh Warders, and Barry, and you only know what that term is if you're from that area or if you spent some time down there in the bayou. So I was like, he looks like Seventh Warder people. So anyway. He's from Baton Rouge by way of
Yes.
Chicago.
Yes.
I love, and that's another one. Both of Barry's parents are, you can tell that they are lawyers, and they ain't just regular lawyers. You can tell that they are legal eagles.
Yes.
Barry's father did not crack. Like, did you see? Barry's dad, he didn't say anything, and his face did not change.
Right.
And Barry's like, you know what? And I love his mother said it too. Like, we expected. It's like no, we encouraged Barry to be a lawyer. We expected Barry in the pedigree of both of his parents,
right,
and become a lawyer. You have Michelle and Barack as your parents, right?
Right.
So Barry's like, you know what? I went to law school. I can't. This music thing, I got to do it. So I was very excited to see what Barry was going to bring. And another monster song was chosen. It was Temptations? I Wish It Was Rain.
Yes.
And I said, "Oh, okay." And because Stephanie knows this about me, I have a very close affinity to Motown. I don't want Motown melodies are some of the greatest melodies ever written in popular music. Okay, point blank, period. So I don't want you to deviate too far from the melody in Motown. And I said, what a sweet, sweet voice. I said, that's the only thing I could use to describe it. And Barry, I hope you don't get offended by that, by me calling your voice sweet, because it was sweet to me. I said, it takes a certain type of singer to be able to pull off Motown effectively, especially if you're not from that era or born into that era. I said, I hear rock, I hear country, I hear soul in that voice. I did feel like there were a few pitch issues. And as I always say with Motown, do not leave the melody too much, Barry. So just be careful with that. But I also hear a lot of power in his voice. And as I and Stephanie always say, Mr. Justin, who I know is a friend of the show, always watch for the one chair turns. Always watch for the one chair turns. They will come in, and next thing you know, they are in the finale.
That's right.
For the one chair turns. So I thought Barry gave a good audition. I want to hear more, because I just don't know if I would. Another one, I don't know if I necessarily would have picked this song, unless you sang it straight. So that's just me. My personal feeling, Barry. I think you're really good, really talented. I want to hear more, though. Stephanie.
I did not know this Temptation song, so
Really?
I was coming in with fresh ears. First thing I wrote is Mom is sharp. Mom is sharp. I said, yes, ma'am.
Mom's a partner.
Oh, Mom, yeah.
She looks like a partner, right?
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Okay, so because I don't know this song like that, when it started out, I heard Baby by Brandy. Now go back and listen to the opening instrumentation and tell me that you don't hear, because it was like just like Baby from Brandy. So I said he had a really rich throwback sound. Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was pleasantly surprised. I was very pleasantly surprised with his voice. I follow everybody that moves through on Instagram, and Barry and his band are very successful on IG. So that lets me know that they are very successful in the area that they play. I heard the Sam Cooke of it all, which Barry's coach referred to. I heard Range. I cannot wait.
Other genres.
I could.
Okay.
But he just has he has a throwback vibe and a throwback sound. So I don't want him to go too contemporary, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
But it'll be interesting to see what his coach does. I think Barry is one of these people who this show is made for, because the raw product is just so good. There's just some polishing that needs to happen with the vocal, with the stage presence, and just the overall zhuzh of it all. And I think that the coach that turned is the perfect coach for Barry. So it really worked out well for him.
I agree. And that coach was...
that coach, it was Coach Buble.
Michael. Yeah. So, perfect coach for Barry. Because I don't know if... I know John does really well, but John, to me, is more modern R&B. Well, John, that's what John Legend is, right? He's what R&B evolved into,
right?
And soul evolved into. So, there's someone that we're going to talk about who closed the show that is a perfect,
right.
Yeah. So I think Michael, because to your point, Stephanie, he has that kind of throwback sound. I think Michael is going to accentuate, to bring out his really good attributes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.